Generation 2 Plasticon review! Woohoo!
From across the galaxy to battle the evil Decepticons comes the ultimate Autobot hero, Optimus Prime. Transforming from big rig into powerful robot, he's the greatest Autobot warrior of them all. With a hidden battle platform, twin rocket launchers for double the damage, and a light and sound power pack for real battle action. And when Optimus talks, I am Optimus Prime, the Decepticons will run for cover. Transformers! Transformers Generation 2. Optimus Prime is all you see here.
Welcome back to yet another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover Generation 2 Optimus Prime. Here's G2 Optimus Prime in his complete glory. This is probably the best rendition of Prime in this mold. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there are going to be like, oh, well, the Diaclone was better because they had metal plates. Well, if this actually had metal plates in the trailer, then it would probably be the most supreme one. Why? Electronic gimmicks, firing missiles. It literally has it all. Now, a lot of you guys out there are probably like, well, I don't like the deco or anything on this guy. Well, the deco on this is what makes this G2. I mean, the blue is like a little lighter color compared to the original, along with the huge Optimus Prime here on the side that's very holographic because it's got a nice silver sheen to it. I do absolutely love the way this thing is. This thing has probably got the coolest alt mode, and I am just a big fan of this particular mold. I used to own the old G1 along with the pre-rub, but got rid of those in the past. Why? Because I absolutely love this version of it. A lot of you guys out there are going to be like, well, tractor trailer wouldn't be hugging the cab like that. Well, that's true. But there were tractor trailers like this with this gigantic thing on the front like this. There's even turn signal lights picked out here on the side, along with a nice Autobot emblem. But we'll get on to what that thing does. This is a refrigeration unit truck. Well, supposedly. Does have rubber wheels, so he does roll very, very, very well. Not to mention bump the laser cannons. He does still retain the gimmick where you flip open the front of the cab to put Diaclone figures as well. So this thing is actually a really, really, really nice rendition and just a beautiful piece of Optimus Prime's history. Now, the one thing I absolutely love about this thing is the simple fact that it's got firing missiles. These firing missiles actually work pretty well. They're not too bad. They fire really well, as you can tell. And it actually comes with 4 of those when he's packaged, brand new in the package. And it's just an awesome, awesome truck. I love this semi. Anyhow, let's go on to looking at Prime himself. Here is the truck cab to the Prime. It's very, very cool, very reflective. You can tell he's got lots of silver, lots of chromey goodness going on here. Now, when you guys are in the aftermarket looking for these guys, if you want to find out whether it is a true G2, it has Autobot sampled right there on the side, along with the coloration of the legs. The legs are it's a different color blue. It really is from the G1. Because sometimes you'll find this where this is completely rubbed off. Now, another total giveaway that is a true G2 is that these will move. There's a little hole right there. It's got a bit of a peg right here on the side. And those should be nice and stiff. If they're not, then you probably might have to take a little bit of TLC to repair such an issue. But going on to look at the actual truck cab itself, you can tell there's some beautiful detail in here. All these nice rivets and such. I mean, even though the Autobot emblem is fairly old on this, it's been pushed in through, so you can actually see the rivet detail coming through there. Because I mean, this thing is just decked out with detail. I do like the idea that they do have stickers on the back just to show that he actually has taillights instead of just 2 big slabs of die cast back here at his feet. That's obviously the trailer hitch, and you know, it's a semi-truck. Just take in the goodness. But this isn't all this truck does, so, you know, let's get on to that transformation thing that it does. And there's Optimus Prime in his robot mode. It's very Prime. That's all I gotta say. He's really, really cool. I love this thing. It's just, it literally is probably one of the best molds, especially coming out of the late 70s and early 80s. This mold has really seen its torture with the knockoffs and such, but the G2 is just nice. It's got nice little articulation here, which literally, I mean, he's probably one of the most articulated robots out of that time. Does have some nice ratcheting going on here in the arms, along with the elbow joint. And these do fold down, and these supposed to become guns on his shoulders. Mine are very stiff because I don't really do that often, so it's very cool, very worth it. Has a lot of die cast in his feet and in the chest plate. Now, to give you guys a bit of a heads up here, I am doing a bit of an add-on kit review here as well with the BTS-03 Matrix of Leadership. This is a nice little kit that you can get for the G1 and G2 primes or any KO you get out there. This kit includes a jet thruster backpack, energon axe, rifle, this tab thingy that I'll get onto, 2 fists, and the Matrix itself. Yes, the Matrix is actually a piece that you put on the inside here that fits over the 2 seats. The Matrix is removable. You can remove the Matrix out of the chest. It does have light piping though. If you hadn't noticed, there's some light piping going on back there with that, which is kind of nice. The other thing that the Matrix does do, it does separate. You can open it up, hence why it comes with an extra set of fists. Now these fists do open. They do have articulation, so they do open up. And they just tend to look better, I think, on Prime, to be honest. The little blocky things are kind of nice. I tend to like the fists here better. And with the energon axe, you can actually just replace it. And these do have like a little bit of a ball joint on them, so they are kind of a bit posable. Let's give you a bit of an energon axe. And a large blaster rifle is a real nice addition. Kind of gets rid of that whole I don't have the bloated gun and I got the pointy tip rifle that he normally comes with. And yeah, look at that light piping on that thing. This thing is insane. This thing is just completely translucent and it's nice. And the backpack, has a peg here on the back that you can actually use with more of your modern primes that actually have a hole because it's a 5mm port. And it also has this little thing here to attach right here on the back. But most important, it opens up. So that way, oh, I got Prime in this mode, I don't want to lose the fists. Okay, well, put them in there, and then you won't lose them, because that's what that's for. It's nice that they actually have like a little bit of a storage option, and it does just kind of sit on that little shelf on the back. And it does it very successfully. Now, you've also got those gigantic guns that you can put in the 2 holes here on the back of this backpack, which is great because he's got 2 holes up there, so you can put rocket launchers on the back of Prime as well. This is why I think this thing is actually designed for the Generation 2, because the G2 comes with more guns than the G1 did. The G1 literally came with 1 gun, and where are you going to put that gun? In his hand? if you have the backpack, I guess you'd put it up there, and then, you know, if you had this add-on kit. But to me, I think it fits in with the G2 much better. So, let's go ahead and cover what that little tab does, shall we? Getting onto the trailer has this little tab thing. Well, this tab thing will be put on after we remove this front portion. Let's go ahead and get onto this front portion. This front portion, you have to put 2 batteries in, 2 AA's, and it makes lights and sound. So it's got a light and sound action gimmick thing. Shall we? Laser gun. The sound of a semi-truck when it's parked and just running in idle. And obviously when you do this, it's got the 2 little LED lights up here and they light up. Just like this. Now this thing here is supposed to also serve as a backpack for Prime. And it literally is supposed to sit on the shelf here and kind of clip in under the, it kind of clips in under here as well. It's really weird how this works. I really don't suggest this that much because you could break your Prime. But you can obviously tell it makes him way too back heavy. It's a nice addition, it was a nice thought, but it just does not function right as a backpack. That's why I kind of like the other jetpack thing. But let's move on to that little silver tab. This little silver tab will go right here onto the front. And it covers the little switch here you would use normally to get out your little roller guy. Because, you know, roller, can't have Prime without roller, right? Anyhow, this is roller, and he is in the same color as the feet on this and as the legs on Prime. Now there is a darker color one that's out there. That is not for G2. And there's a silver one that's out there. That's not G2. Just to let you guys know that the little roller has got to be the same color as the feet on this. The legs here, Prime. See how the blue works? See how that blue works? Yeah, take it all in. Anyway. Roller has a hole here on the back. And that little hole on the back, if you have the BTS set, you can fit your 5mm port gun there on the back. Or you can go in here and open up this goodness, because, you know, that's what Prime's trailer does. This is his mobile repair station, as I like to call it. And then he's got like his little refueling hose here. It comes off. The whole little refueling hose assembly. And then you can take roller here and stick this end here into the back of roller, and then you can put this here in the hand of whatever, and he's refueling things. Because I guess this has an eternal amount. I don't know. Maybe it's Energon. Or maybe it's just a welder. I don't know. Use your imagination, guys. Now let's get on to this trailer. This trailer actually has storage for his original gun that he comes with. Which I do have. And to me, it just... I mean... I don't know about you guys, but I do like this BTS set rifle much better than this one. Now this is a nice rifle. It does what a rifle does, and the BTS hands can hold the original rifle if you want to use it. And then you can also take the original rifle and cram it here in the back to roller here, and you can drive around holding that. Now, this little tab here on the front, because, you know, I keep coming back to this thing, because I keep Anyway, this backpack actually has a chasm here, right here, this little chasm. And if you have a G1 or a G2 without the backpack, or if you just want to put that thing away and not ever use it, you can take this and put this on the front. Now, it does a bit of a wonkiness here, but you got to think this is a little piece of thin plastic that you're putting this on. So there's really no way to be able to hold this up very well. Now when this is setting against the truck, because the truck does kind of sit pretty flat against this, it tends to push this up, so it kind of works. It's a good afterthought, but honestly it's not really necessary. But that's that. Anyhow, Prime's also got room here for Diaclone drivers. One here, there, obviously here. And 4 on this one! Because, you know, technically you could carry a ton of Diaclone stuff. Back in the day, these used to be metal plates, not just stickers. And you can take a little Diaclone guy and stick them on here, and then they can walk up and down this thing if it's vertical or laying down. It's a little gimmick here for the catapult launcher. And it's also got this thing here that raises up, and this thing here that raises up basically is a sentry. You can use it in trailer mode, which is pretty cool. I always liked this idea that he could do this, because, you know, it's kind of nice that he's got some kind of armament for the trailer itself when it can either be left alone or it's being pulled. It's this little sentry thing. And then this little doohickey here raises up, which is a little radar thing. And the radar thing's got a little portion here that you can move this thing around, and it spins around, and spins around, and spins around. And yes, you can push this forward, which is kind of nice. I've always liked this Prime's trailer. A lot of people out there don't like Prime's trailer because of some of the stuff that it does or whatever, but, you know, it's supposed to be a play set. Now, this is the one thing that kind of irked me about G2 Prime. No spring-loaded missile launcher. But you give us these gigantic things? The reason this is like this is because when Hasbro decided to re-release the mold, they didn't bother to try to re-engineer springs into these and re-engineer the actual launcher to launch harder. Those were all niched from the original Diaclone. Original Diaclone would launch that. It would launch a Trailbreaker or Mirage or something like that literally out the back of the truck because it was that powerful back then. They put less powerful springs in it and kind of didn't really, you know, kind of make it work very well. Anyhow, it does have a hole here where you can take the sentry drone and stick it up, and this can be in a vertical stance, just like so. It raises up. I'll show you that real quick. It's kind of neat how this works. Oh, no, the missiles do not fire. That was just falling out. But you can fudge this, I believe. Maybe you can't. Well, I guess. Nope, you can't. I thought you could. Haha. Basically, it makes it a gigantic, tall sentry tower. That's what it turns into. Big, tall tower. I mean, it's way up here! And it goes all the way down here. To give you a bit of idea how big that is, I mean, come on. I mean, it's kind of neat that it's able to do that. And the other thing that this does have these two little folding out portions here, which you can push all the way up or all the way back, either way. And it obviously has its iconic robot repair bay mode, which I tend to take the sentry drone, bring it down like this. Just makes more sense like that. You can take good old Prime and put him right here, or any robot at that matter. And then it's got this nice little repair arm here that comes out. And the repair arm is articulated. It's got an opening little claw, so it can hold things such as the missile that fell out. Just like so. And then smack Prime in the face, because I don't know why I did that. Probably because I need to tighten up the ball joint a little bit. It does have a ball joint up at the top. This is a hinge joint here and a hinge joint there. It's kind of nice. I do like this. This is a really decent set. The BTS 03 set really adds to this toy to me. I think it really does a lot for it. There's some people out there beg to differ. They don't like it, and I understand why, because of QC issues, this, that, and the other. And some people are like, oh, well, I don't want to do that to my Prime because it could scratch up the inside. And I know some people out there are really picky about how they display their Primes and what they do. But myself, honestly, I like to display Prime in this mold, because to me this screams G2. It screams awesome. It screams what the trailer is actually designed to do at its ultimate form. And, you know, that's the whole point. So these are your toys. You get to play with them any way you want. Here is Generation 2 Prime's box, and this thing is awesome. It's all full of like this crazy, wacky, I don't know if that's a pink or orange color. It is so cool. This is not faded. Some people think it's faded when they actually get one of these boxes because it looks like it's been sun worn, but it hasn't. That is what the colors are. The colors are weird on this thing, and it's awesome. It does retain the G1 art, but it's got like this big sunburst thing in the back because why, it's G2 and it's 90s, and that's what it's all about. Got the nice robots in disguise here on the side, and Generation 2! And just, I love this thing. This thing is awesome. Now, when you do purchase one of these guys, there's normally a plastic window here in the back. Back here where my fingers are. That normally holds your power pack. The power pack normally sets up in there. Mine sadly doesn't have it. If you ever find one of these, it's brand new mint and carton. It's kind of difficult to get this power pack out without ripping that thing completely from the cardboard. Go figure. If you are out there in the market trying to find one, well then, have at it. You might actually be one of those kind of guys that finds a G2 that's not opened, and then find one that is open, then you'll have one of each. Somebody had peeled the old sticker over here though that used to have the price tag. It's a sad day. I would like to see a KB logo or something. Anyhow, it's got electric, lights, sounds, and speech. This thing's dusty because it's been sitting in a box for a while. And here we go. He was worth 4 robot points. Spring-loaded missiles, rubber tires, attack vehicle mode. The crazy thing about this whole thing, though, to me, was the fact that they did display that the stack's supposed to do that, which they do. Along with, this is silver, not black. This is obviously a picture of the prototype. And the sound box is completely different. The sound box that you get has a hole in the mouth and the nose that's actually cut open, versus the thousands of little bitty slits they decide to put in the front of it, along with a big no color or anything on the front. So it looks like they actually had everything picked out but that whole design of what they were going to do there. Now, my Prime, looks like he might be missing a couple stickers here on his legs, which is possible. But it seems that the Prime is actually identical sticker-wise to the original. There's really no difference whatsoever, like sticker-wise. Even the stickers on the trailer are, I believe, are slightly different. Not by a lot, but that is your Generation 2 Optimus Prime. You guys stay tuned. We're going to end up having some more of this craziness of awesome coming your guys' way. And this has been Plasticon, and this is me signing off. Peace out, you guys. Woo!